We are live, and I'm not in a good mood. So, Cowboys
Yeah, you are.
losing to the trash freaking Cardinals. There's a million different things that are wrong. Half the offensive line is out, man. What is going on? The NFL, man? These some soft dudes, man. God, like I get so you guys make all this money.
You serious, Rick?
Energy.
I mean, you know what, Rick? I agree with
Really
you.
not
You know
so.
why? Because
I
not
don't
everybody could break their foot mowing the lawn. So I guess you're right,
Hey,
Rick.
listen,
I guess you're right.
well, guess what?
You break
Guess
your
what?
foot mowing the goddamn
And
lawn,
guess what?
brother.
I've worked out at the gym for almost 100 days on this broke foot. That is
You
a
think
fact.
they don't work? You want them to
Okay.
run around and
Man,
tackle niggas and
soft
fucking come on,
dudes,
brother.
man, all this money these
They're not
guys
so.
make. These dudes,
You already know what the
my
fate.
knee
You know what the fate of your
hurts.
team is going to be
I'll
anyway.
tell you what,
Cowboys going to be disappointed at the end of the year. You already know.
Give me 30 million. I'll go out there and try to block somebody. I ain't gonna sit there on the sideline with my hands in the pocket like I'm helpless. Like, yo, that's brutal. But hey, it is what it is. Shout out to everybody who came through. Welcome to the Watchtower here on a football Sunday. And it just sucks when your team's losing. Who the Eagles play this week, Ty? So you got a lot of mouth. You know, you want to talk all about your team and this and that. Yeah, you don't want to talk about me. Yeah. You don't want to
Pardon me? A lot of mouth? Pardon me?
No, man. Shout out to Buck. Shout out to Badman. Shout out to Loki. Shout out to Levon, who steers the ship. Shout out to Deuce. He's here too. Yo, the brothers are on time, man. We gonna get done with this in an hour, just like we supposed to. You know, when everybody come on time, that's a good thing. Don't know where Parker is, but as usual, he probably done left the Discord or something. Hey, man, like, who knows what's going on with Parker?
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, more than likely. So, Levon, where we steering this ship first, brother? Oh, whoa! That's my job.
We do the box office.
We do the box office numbers. Yep, my fault. So we're gonna go with the weekend box office just to let you guys know that Expendables 4 did debut at the box office this week. Last weekend, The Nun was number 1, and The Nun 2, by the way. And let's see, and well, no. The latest weekend. So the Nun is number 1 again. Let's put it up on the screen. So Expendables couldn't beat the Nun. So, well, there you have it, folks. How about that? So if we look at the box office numbers here, number 1 at the weekend box office was The Nun 2. Number 2 was Expendables. Number 3 was A Haunting in Venice. The Equalizer still hanging on. My man Denzel.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know Expendables was coming out.
Seen that yet.
Yeah, I forgot it was coming out too, but the fact that it couldn't beat The Nun, and it's not even really scary movie season yet, is kind of telling. The Nun must be a good movie.
Wow.
Yeah, it must be. Because think about it, scary movies that come out, before October are usually trash, and they're just trying to get their money.
Yeah,
but you expected
I think The Nun has a benefit though of no, hold on. Isn't The Nun like connected to The Conjuring in some way? It's like part of like a connected universe.
It is. James Wan could create a universe. Shout out to Dark Lord Fusion. Loki, you were saying something before Batman cut you off. Those British guys don't have any
universe. I don't even remember, bro, man.
Oh, man.
Right.
Talking about the
You're talking about Expendables. You're talking about the Expendables. Yeah. No, you said you didn't even know
it'll come back to me at some point.
Oh, my bad. Well, sorry about that.
Nah, straight.
We try to have organized chaos here. But anyway, so The Nun.
I'm sorry, brother.
No, it's all good, brother. Don't worry about it. Hey, look, we all make mistakes. At least you didn't go like Teddy and take the microphone and run in the bathroom. Not the dude get a chance. Jesus Christ, man. Teddy be saying crazy stuff. So anyway,
yo, Rick, before you move on, I did send you something scary movie related, but you never responded.
Oh, my bad, brother. My bad.
It's basically about James Gunn confirming that there is a part 2 to Brightburn.
The Brightburn? That is awesome because that was it'd be nice if they did make a part.
But he has nothing to do with it. Though. He confirmed it, but he has nothing to do with it, so.
He sold his soul. Dang.
Well, I mean, he got to work for DC, so he can't be.
Probably,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's probably contractually obligated and probably tell them, look, I got to tap out because I got to fix this mess that's in DC. So again, folks, here's the bright spot as I digress to the box office. Good look there, Deuce. Barbie is still number 5 at the box office.
Jesus Christ!
How is this happening? Like what? There ain't that many
This is-
white
this
little
is-
girls in the world. What's going on?
This
there?
is all the blame to Ricky Brown
It
and
is.
his cancel culture of Miles Morales. Everybody ran to see Barbie because they following behind Rick.
Oh man, but and look, Barbie is still 5, but look who won't leave the top 10. The Blue Beetle, bro. He is hanging on by
That's cool.
a thread. Good for him. Like, let that movie do well so we can see him in the new DCEU by James Gunn. Because
I mean, I wouldn't say well because Rick. I wouldn't say well, but you guys fried me the last time I mentioned Blue Beetle.
I did. But check it out. Well, number one,
it's a solid B movie. It's a solid B.
Keep in mind, it beat Oppenheimer, which is a big movie this week. It beat Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is a bigger brand. And remember, this is in the latter weeks of the movie, of the box office. So it's not like Blue Beetle's been there for 3 weeks. We're talking probably it's going on like probably 2.5 months now. At least 2 months for Blue Beetle. And it's made 60.
Oh shit.
It made $69 million. So it almost now if we go and see what the Blue Beetle's budget was, now keep in mind it made $69 million.
Ricky, you could stop the cap. Whatever the budget was, it was they still ain't make their numbers to make a sequel.
I'm just talking.
Budget was that.
Think about it. The budget is $104 million. But if it made half its budget in America, all right, you might not get a sequel, but you'll definitely get a Max show or series or something out of there. You might not get a.
So are you saying, Ricky, they're going to make all their money in Mexico? Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, me, yeah. No, I'm just saying.
Batman ain't going to play.
Oh,
Parker, you decided to join us, Parker. Well, how about
I just got updated the drivers and stuff. Like,
okay. So you see Buffalo Bills beat up on somebody today?
Yeah. So I put the 4070 in there though. So like I had to update the video broadcast.
Parker got a 4070 now. He ain't rocking that 2070 Super no more.
Listen though, it's still it still get you where you need to be though. The 2070 Super though. Don't sleep on it though. It can get you where you need to be though. No, but now with this,
Ricky.
40 series, I get that frame regeneration.
He didn't want to switch to
for $600 though, it's solid card.
But Parker, why wouldn't you just get the 4090? You're right there.
I mean, like 1,600, right?
Yeah, that's $1,000 more. It's not right there.
I mean, yeah.
$1,000 more.
I mean, $6. I mean, like the 4070 is $600.
I told you, PayPal do installments.
I say, man, you want to get some, you might as well pay it up front, But like I said, $600 though. Okay, I'm still going to do that 1440p gaming. Whatever. No budget gaming like someone on this panel. I ain't gonna say no names.
Damn.
Oh man, that's right. Shout out to Willie Styles. What's good, brother? Willie Styles. Shout out to Ozzy. Ozzy made it. All right, now Ozzy, ladies and gentlemen.
If that's his goal, then that's just gaming at 1080p, 1440p. Then
all right, Levon, damn it, be quiet when the Rick's talking. Listen, Ozzy gets a wrench today because he has showed up at his range. Ozzy gets a wrench, folks. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's all give a round of applause to Ozzy who gets his wrench. See, you get a wrench when you come. Listen, when you come to the show, you get a wrench. You're showing support. We appreciate you. We appreciate you being here. Thank you, Ozzy. Thanks for coming through. He's a good bot. He's a good man. Let's keep it going here. All right, so let's guy add as a moderator. And Ozzy, you are now knighted. You are part of the Ricky Brown Town clan. So anyway, Levon, you can now steer this ship because we were knighting somebody. I'm done with the box office. As you can see, Ninja Turtles, man, they're up to 116 million. Oppenheimer is wow, 321 million. Wow, man, I tell you what, that Christopher Nolan guy, he everybody talks about how James Cameron does well with his movies. Christopher Nolan ain't too far behind him. Oh man, the Cowboys losing 15-3 now. This is atrocious. But anyway, oh man. Oh well. Hey, look, the season was done when Diggs went down anyway. So it is what it is. All right, so that's the box office. Levon, what you got for me, brother?
Oh damn!
All right, so Marvel gives a classic Spider-Man
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just want to say, wait a minute. I just want to say, everybody who bashed Blue Beetle is still hanging on for dear life.
Yeah.
That's no doubt. All I wanted to say.
Yes, sir.
I want to say this though. speaking of James Cameron, Rick, I went and picked up Avatar, both of them. I got one Steelbook, The Way to Water. So
now Parker must have picked up a part-time job. He's buying new graphics cards. He's buying physical media.
No, actually, I did. But I actually got the Last Dragon Steelbook, whatever.
Oh yeah, I picked it up too. Yeah, it was on sale at Best Buy.
Actually. Yeah, that's what I went. Actually, I also pre-ordered the Steelbook, the Blue Beetle. Go ahead and pre-order Blue Beetle. You get the Steelbook.
Yeah, I'll make them wait. They charge you up front. I don't want them holding my $38 or whatever until that.
No, they don't. They charge you right away.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. I don't want them taking my money right away because the movie ain't coming out until what's the name for like another 2 months. I'm good. I can wait. The only thing I pre-ordered is stuff that I know that's gonna go out.
Wait, what's the release date? What's the release date on that?
Probably sometime in December or something like that.
No, it's not coming out in December like that. I mean, it just has a date. If that was the case,
think about it. Transformers came out in what was that, May, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I pre-ordered the Steelbook for the Rise of the Beast, and that's not coming out until October 10th. So
it's like it's right around the corner.
Yeah, but that's 4 months to come, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
You wasn't worried about. You just want to secure that Steelbook.
Nah, listen again. Steelbooks on certain movies, I get it. They sell out if it's a movie that everybody wants to get, like
that's right, man.
Like Miles Morales.
Yeah, like Miles Morales. Yeah, you can't find a Steelbook Miles Morales. They probably.
That's not necessarily true. Now, what I will say is not the 4K Steelbook, but you get the regular Blu-ray Steelbook though. They got if you would have had Epic Collection.
Yeah, the 4. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. I'm only buying 4K Steelbook. I ain't buying Blu-ray Steelbook, but that's the difference. Like I saw one of the saddest things when I walked into a game exchange. Me and my son went to game exchange 2 or 3 days ago, and we were going through the used. Well, they mostly used stuff. We were going through the 4K DVDs, bro. The Flash was there. I was like, wow, like yo.
I know you picked that shit up. Don't act like you ain't pick it up.
I bought it from Best Buy, but the funny thing was that the Flash is already in the used no good bin.
Damn.
Yeah, thing about the Flash, to me, it doesn't have the passion. Like you think, okay, maybe got a bad rap, but me watching it, and I'm like saying it ain't really had a passion though, really with it. So it is what it is.
I feel like the fans ain't give it a chance because of the actor. I feel like that's what.
The movie itself just wasn't that good, bro.
No, you know what? I enjoyed the movie. I can't even lie to you guys. I enjoyed Michael Keaton's part, and I enjoyed Supergirl, and I enjoyed Ben Affleck's part. So
the CGI was just
Supergirl did nothing.
It looked like a
Supergirl did nothing in that movie.
Nah, I love the action scenes,
especially the writing was.
I'm not sure what movie you saw, but I love the action scenes when they was fighting.
Just like Parker said, there wasn't any. It wasn't.
It had no passion behind it.
There was nothing that resonated in the movie.
They were trying to build up something that already was established.
The only good thing from that movie was the Keaton Batman.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. So
who said?
Like I said, who's to me? That's why you have no passion.
No,
it's not.
The girls fighting.
I'm not raving over it because I told you the parts that I like. The movie was solid. I didn't say the movie was great. I said the parts that I liked. So I'm not raving about the movie. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Christopher Hart, who's come in. See, Chris Hart, this is a movie show. This ain't a console war show. So, Chris Hart, I don't know if you'll have fun here. Technically Tim. Shout out to you, brother. I never saw you before. Glad you're here to join us. He said, shout out to Parker. Man, Parker has a fan base here. Well, how about that? Shout out to Iron Mike who came through. Shout out to Pastor Joe who came through. He said Oppenheimer was bad. Of course, you're a pastor. You don't want to see anything that has to do with blowing up people.
Pastor.
Yeah, come on, man.
Pastor, like each kept saying, he remember he put Xbox gaming is here to stay. Okay, that's obvious. We know that. I mean,
plus it's whitewashed history too.
Yeah.
Oh man. So that being said, look, we saw the box office. Barbie. Bro, they might now. That's a Blu-ray Steelbook 4K Parker that you probably got to get is Barbie because that's gonna fly off the shelf. That's gonna be hard to get. I mean, if she's doing,
it's not for me to go and really buy a Steelbook. One, I know collection purpose that's all cool, but I have to get some enjoyment of actually watching a movie. And I don't know if Barbie will really be my taste. Maybe I might get it, but I'm just saying outset looking in. If you were to ask me, Barbie probably wouldn't really be my movie, but we'll see what happens. I'm looking for the Blue Beetle though.
Yeah, I'm looking
I
for.
like the actor.
If anything, I collect all of the comic book movies physically. I always do that because I want to keep even the animated ones, all of that. I keep all of
Oh
those.
yeah.
I
Of
collect
course,
those physically. All the Star Wars, the whole. Now, if you guys remember that DC had an animated box set that came out that had all of their animated movies. It came out. It was like a big book. And you open it up. It had all the Blu-rays for it. I copped that. Like, yeah, anything that's got to do like the comic book stuff, I always buy it physical rather than. I mean, the physical usually come with the digital. But keep in mind, folks, those that do buy digital, the digital store might not always be there because they remember there was a lawsuit filed, a woman filed with Amazon because she went and bought a bunch of movies and Amazon delisted them. And then if you look at the small little writing on the Amazon website, it says, "Hey, you might buy this movie, but we might not have it available all the time after purchase." And then she went to go.
I use So what I use Movies Anywhere, so I can just scan it.
Movies Anywhere or Vudu. Vudu to me is probably the one that's not going anywhere because they even merged with
Fandango.
Yeah.
Yes.
They merged with Fandango. So
yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah. So that's a good way to keep your listen. The digital library to me is good for when you're on the go. Or if you don't have a Blu-ray player in every room of your house, like the way our setup is, we have the cave with the big TV and the 4K player, and I always tell them, hey, look, let's watch it on disc. Like the only time we'll watch a movie that's not on disc is if like we're in a living room or something like that. But other than that, we want the theater experience. That's why we got a theater seating. We want the theater experience. Because that's what we do. Shout out to Maurice the Bot. What's good, brother? He said, "What happened to Riddick 4?" I don't know. I hear that. First of all, I hear that they fired The Rock from the Fast and Furious series. I saw something about that, but I think I wanted to get more information. I was just reading that. It came up in one of my news feeds saying that The Rock was done with the Fast and the Furious, but I thought he was back and on board. I thought him and Vin Diesel buried the hatchet.
I bet you he spins it off because he's got the relationship directly with Universal. They'll just let him use the character and produce his own.
So now, Rick, from talk about these 4K Blu-rays, I would love to see a video game series on the Spider-Verse, and that the same like art style they use in the movies. Though I think that'd be kind of cool because I think with that aspect you could add some co-op to how that. Yeah, hold up. You saying something?
Here's something interesting to that park.
Your mic is going in and out, Levon.
So the Spider-Man voice actor, he would like to have more crossovers in the Spider-Verse, actually. And my mic is?
Yeah, your mic was going out a little bit. But so yes.
Oh?
So he had to. All right. So let's hold up. Now are we still with this Marvel gives a classic Spider-Man full of major?
We didn't even start on it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. All right. Let's knock that out, and then let's go to the voice actor.
No. Let's go.
You might.
So basically, a classic Spider-Man foe, which is a Vulture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Vulture's getting like the villain of.
Levon, you might want to restart whatever you got.
Yeah, he's getting like a new.
I mean, he probably got to charge that mic though. He's using a wireless mic. That's probably what's going on. It's not fully charged, and that's probably why it's going in and out.
All right, so
if you like
go ahead, Parker.
I'm saying tell me use like a wired mic and put it in the back of the.
I think Levon. Listen, Levon got more podcast experience than all of us. I think he.
But I know that's what's going on because I had that like. My mic would go in and out if it's not fully charged, whatever. It's like low, and that's probably what's going on with his mic. That's probably going in and out.
All right. So what Levon was saying before he tapped out, he was saying the worlds of Spider-Man and X-Men are colliding, and one former Spider-Man foe just got a major anti-mutant update as a result. It is the Vulture. Noble Nightcrawler finds his purpose in taking tutelage from Peter Parker and joining the growing ranks of spider-themed crime fighters. Now, this might be interesting, but I think they're going a little too far with this Spider-Verse stuff and they have all this new Spider-Man stuff. I mean, my God, can we just
now?
Yeah, Buck, what do you think?
I mean, have you picked? Well, I mean, if you know anything about comics, the way these editors do these crossovers and shit, this stuff happens so often in comics. It's like we can't even really
I can't keep up anymore.
You can't really complain anymore because they've been doing this shit for years, where they'll cross over. People read Spider-Man and they read X-Men, but some of the X-Men titles, if they're not selling, they'll fucking cross them over. But they do these events all the time, and then number ones, and it's like this shit isn't. It's just comic book shit.
To stay on this article about, I don't mind like a villain upgrade, because like let's look at like comic books, which they're trying to like portray like what for real life events that actually happen in comic books, and they eyes, writer's eyes though, right? So it should be like a villain should get upgraded, because over time people do change. So like in that comic book spirit, that's why.
All right, I'm back. It was my connection.
Okay. The connection, talkie wire.
No, it wasn't my wireless. It was internet.
Vultures went through a lot of change.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it was my internet. Yeah.
Really is living a bargain.
Vultures went through a lot of changes over the years. They made him younger at one point. And actually, at one point, they were going to make the Vulture female in the Tobey Maguire universe. On if they would have made a Spider-Man 4, it was going to be the Vultures. It's just very, it's comic books variants. You sell more toys.
I'm gonna say this though, right? In comic books, the writer is, it's like playing God, though. You know what I'm saying? And draft their story and stuff like that. So people the characters should be able to change to a certain point. That's not long just like fit into the sphere of what they're doing and stuff like that. You gotta remember, everybody ain't supposed to stay the same. Even Superman got different powers at one point in time.
Parker, you might remember this. Remember Cosmic Spider-Man when he got Captain Marvel powers? Back in the day, back in the late 80s.
So,
like all kinds of
all that. So like changes should happen. Evolution of a character.
Iron Spider. I mean, you can go on. The variants.
That's the thing. That's the whole thing about Superman. Oh, they didn't want that same old,
touchdown Cowboys.
It's the same shit. It's like
that's what I'm saying.
Batman got the Green Lantern ring one time.
So understand, like, how comic writing, it was lead to like the evolution of a character, though. It may stay the same type of character. Like as you go on at different times, you should be able to change the time that you're in, though. Not going back in the '60s when in 2023. It's not going to work. You can't put, like I said, it's a Bible reference. But you like this, you can't put old wine into new wine skins. It's going to burst. See what I'm saying?
Venom says they should have done the Superior Spider-Man story instead of this Venom crap. That's what Iron Mike said.
Iron Mike said that. No, but I like that. See, you building up the Venom character, though, right? Because remember, Venom, you can say he's somewhat a big part of Spider-Man, though, especially with the symbiote and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And remember, Spider-Man, how Venom really came, Eddie Brock, rather, Spider-Man, he spurned the symbiote.
Mike says Venom is a trash character.
No, actually, you think so? I implore you to
that's
read
from Iron Mike. That's from Iron Mike.
Listen, I implore Iron Mike to read the Lethal Protector Venom miniseries. Read that.
There's some good Venom stuff. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. What you mean? Hold on. What you talking about? See,
and I like that it was organic.
Yes, it was.
Pun intended. It started out as the suit. It's just like what we're talking about. It was a variant Spider-Man that eventually, years down the line, we got a character out of. So.
And remember, you had the Ben Reilly, which is like Scarlet Spider, where they say, "Oh, that's the Scarlet." And they messed up. And they said, "Oh, that's the clone." Now that's the real one. So I'm saying they really messed up with that.
I read the Clone Wars too. Oh my god.
Yeah,
it did go off the rails. Pretty much, most of it. Yeah.
Okay.
I read the original, not Superior Spider, but what was the one where Spider-Man became like Brundlefly? He was like, he went into like, he became a spider, and then like Cocoon. It was when John Romita Jr. was writing it. I don't remember what that storyline was called, but that's.
What was the one when Tom McFarlane was writing Spider-Man? Remember, that's the creator of Spawn. He used to do Spider-Man. And Eric Larson, who made the Savage Dragon the Image, he did Spider-Man also. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, his one wasn't very well written though, the Larson run. But it had
but I was just saying, like, you figure a lot of those guys that left, they did bigger things probably. And the biggest one, I think the biggest impact one to me, probably is Jim Lee. Cause remember, him and Chris Claremont's in a record book with an X-Men, right? Guinness World Book of Records, right? And remember when he was in Image, he had Wildstorm Productions, Grifter, the Authority, all those other titles, right? And now he's with DC now. You know what I'm saying? And you look at the with James Gunn recommended the Authority comic book, and that started soaring. So they had to bring it back out and reprint it though, because it was like out of print. You see what I'm saying? James Gunn just recommended it, and then look, stuff started gaining traction though, or whatever. But to me, Jim Lee's probably one of the best. It's some mixed views about Stan Lee, but I think Jim Lee's probably one of the best, creators though. What he did with the regular X-Men, not the Uncanny, but the regular X-Men and stuff, and all the other stuff that he worked on. So he actually worked on Batman and Superman,
Yeah, nice. All right, Levon, we got to move it on. We're at
okay. Go ahead.
All right. We're gonna talk about the Spider-Man voice actor wants more crossovers. Okay. Yeah.
So the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse actor wants more crossover. I mean, listen, it's one thing you got to give Sony credit for is what they have done with the Spider-Man character, as far as with the Across the Spider-Verse, with the video game, including all the different versions of Spider-Man. I think they've done
No Way Home as well.
They done well. I mean, listen, they need to upgrade that damn Spider-Man ride at Universal, which is weird. That thing is old, bro. That's from like the Spider-Man 60s TV show. That's bad. If any of y'all that's ever been to Universal Studios, they had this same Spider-Man ride there for like years, and they have not updated it. It's like Spider-Man 3D. And it's like crazy. Like it's so they have made freaking they made Toby. No, this is like even before the Toby movies. Like they didn't even do the Toby movie update, the Garfield movie update, the MCU update. None of that. It's like mad.
We talk about on crossovers though. Wasn't Spider-Man 2099 was in there though, right?
Yeah, he was. Like that's only now. If you played the game, which you probably didn't finish it, Parker, they had the 2099 Spider-Man suit inside the 2018 Spider-Man game.
Actually, I beat both Spider-Man. Try again though. But what I was saying, like a crossover, like another character, maybe the Doom 2099 could show up. Because remember, they had a series of those Spider-Man 2099. You had Doom 2099.
Now, how far down the rabbit hole do you think Sony will go with the Spider-Man character? Being that they are control with him through like cinema.
Check this out. If I was Sony, the Spider-Verse, I would make this game like available for mobile, and they could make that into like a service game, whatever. The Spider-Verse, right? That same art style they use, they could put that on mobile and stuff like that.
How?
And whatever.
What would be the gameplay, Parker? Parker, what would the gameplay loop be?
Wait, Batman, they already have that gameplay, right? That's already in Miles Morales. Like they already have. When you put that suit on,
expanding it to mobile. No, he's expanding it to mobile, and I want to know what would the gameplay loop be on a mobile.
No, I'm just saying like how the movie is like the animation. You can probably put that on mobile. I think it'll work on mobile though. The Spider-Verse, I'm saying.
Yeah, of course. I understand aesthetically. Yes, it could run on a mobile device, but I'm saying, what would you expect people to be playing like an animated version of Spider-Man 2018, Miles Morales? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm talking about the Into the Spider-Verse. I mean, use that art style like that. Into what I'm saying. So you have all those different characters like Spider-Gwen, all those other, So like I think that fit good on mobile though. That's what I'm saying.
Probably point and click, web slinging.
Yeah.
Buying shit. Buying web cartridges.
I know, right?
Jesus. You guys are wasting development time. Like, what are we doing here?
It's not wasting development time. I'm saying that'll work on mobile though, in my opinion.
It would. It's a cash grab. I don't know.
The first one won an award, so it did pretty well in the theater. So and have it on mobile.
Super Mario Run, or whatever the fuck. That's what it'd be
like. That's it probably did well.
Spider-Man Swing.
Yeah. Avoid buildings. Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Yeah. So Chris Evans reveals why he was unsure about joining the MCU as Captain America. Yeah, he was wondering whether or not that was the right decision for his career at the time. And Chris Evans initially hesitated to take on the role of Captain America due to the anxiety and uncertainty that came with fame and loss of control. Despite his
Okay.
Damn,
all right. Yeah, Levon, you going out again?
Somebody else read it.
Yeah,
and then he saw the check and what they offered.
Exactly. Thank you, Buck. I was about to say the same thing.
They didn't offer him that
and then he saw he saw the check
of the multiverse open up possibilities.
Oh
for him
man,
to
Levon, take five
on a different role, such as Johnny Storm in Deadpool 3.
Levon, you're going in and out like a porno flick.
Yeah,
what kind of internet they have?
Wow.
Yeah, that is how you know it's the internet, because the delay. Like, he's probably just now hearing us right now.
What do you got? COVID economy special internet?
Oh shit!
Why are you trying to go on the internet? It's the first time this happened to Levon.
Yeah, exactly. It's the first time ever.
Right, that means he ain't paid a bill on time. That's what that means.
Well, anyway, I
hope he get better. Though.
Just to echo what my man Buck Johnson was saying, this dude saw those failed Fantastic Four movies, and he became Captain America, and it changed his whole career. He wasn't getting no big movie deals before that. Before that. So and you know, I hate when people do that and they say, "Oh well, I was kind of hesitant to play." Bro, you did it for a check, and you can thank the fact
but the check wasn't as big as it was.
No. But what happened is he should thank Robert Downey Jr. for that check, because after Civil War, it was like, okay, well, the Captain America, because let's be honest, that first Captain America movie was kind of like blah, but the Civil War one,
the first one was good.
I
didn't like it.
The second one
was the best one. Yes, the Winter Soldier. Yes.
No, but I'm saying
I thought that was the best one.
Good entry point though. It was a good movie though,
because it made me hate him. It made me hate him. I was like, yo, he keeps trying to protect Bucky, and then I put myself in the shoes, like, yeah, you know what? If I had a friend, you know, maybe I'll look out for him, but I ain't finna have the whole damn world looking for me to protect him. But like, look, man, you can't hide here, brother. I got kids and shit here.
But look at that first movie set up for the rest of Captain America movies, which I'll say this is the most consistent movies in that 3 movies. You know, all the movies is decent.
Well, let's keep in mind though, like they did have
all the Cap movies were decent.
Out of the big 3 of the event, we all know it was Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. Out of the big 3, I didn't think that Thor would be like the last one standing. I thought that Chris Hemsworth would be like the first dude out of there, because they said he didn't like wearing a wig playing Thor. I thought that the first Thor Dark World, whatever, I thought was like one of the worst MCU movies. Like that had like no personality.
Garbage.
Oh my God! I was like, I don't know how they go on after that. That movie was the best part of that movie was the girl with the big fucking titties there plays in it. What's her name? She played two broke girls. Yeah, that was the best.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. The best part when it ended. The best part when it ended. That's the best part.
Okay, yeah. So I'll talk about it once show.
Yeah, so I mean, hey, look, that's all I'm saying is like I thought Thor: Dark World was a very listen, the MCU for as well as it's done, it had some stinkers. You know, let's not forget that Avengers: Age of Ultron wasn't very good. Iron Man 3 was a good Tony Stark movie, but as far as like being a good Iron Man movie, not so much.
I'm saying, like I said, Captain America to me was the most consistent out those movies, though. Now, like I said, but being but the Avengers, before the Spider-Man got there, though. So I'm saying, just look at it. I'm gonna give you the first Avengers and Infinity War, right? Out the Avengers, 2 out of 3. So the big impact those movies had. I will trump that over to Captain America. I would have Captain America like 2 out of those rest of those rankings. But
Ricky, do you know what I think they did differently back then than they do now, right? You'd have a dud movie in between 2 okay movies or good movie, one good movie, one okay, and then one trash movie, and then you'd have like a crossover. Do you know what I mean? So it's sort of you could skip over it. But recently we've just had dud after dud after dud after dud. Ever since Endgame, like everything for me. Apart from Far From
Spider-Man,
Home,
I'm about to say Far From Home was a good movie, but Eternals was bad.
Yeah, but it was a nostalgia play. Yeah, Eternals should have been a TV show.
It's hard to get them.
Eternals should have been a TV show.
I mean, I think Eternals was decent. You know, maybe it was something new. Right?
I think it should have been. I think it should have been a TV show. You could have split that into like a, you know, what I mean, a 4 or 5 piece.
Yeah,
that would have been worse. Honestly, that would have been worse. As a movie, it was bad. So just imagine you got
they made that a TV show and then made Secret Invasion a film. That would have been a better trade-off for me. Secret Invasion as a show did not play right.
No, I'm saying as a movie, it was terrible. So just imagine you gotta wait every week to see that even terrible TV show. That would have been
if it's terrible. You probably wouldn't watch it.
Shout out to Dark Lord Fusion. He said Doctor Strange. The first Doctor Strange was good, but this last one here with the Scarlet Witch or the Scarlet Bitch, I'm like, oh man, that there was.
What did it do? What did it do?
I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that as well.
That was the Doctor Strange, the part 2.
Yeah.
Let's see. I
don't think it bombed, but it wasn't successful either.
Well, you gotta understand this too. Like what we think is good.
I think it must have made at least 600 mil.
I don't think it.
600 mil. I think
it might have.
It's a badly edited movie. They chopped.
Well, guess
it's
what?
a Sam Raimi movie. They chopped it to shreds.
It almost made $1 billion. It made 955. So
wow.
So the box office was good.
That was a good movie.
So the box office was good. So
exactly. So they don't agree with.
So think about this. It cost $294 million to make. You go times 3.
Wow.
It did its job. It did its job.
Wow. Look at that.
It did its job.
Movie. I like
Wait.
But y'all all acting like they did. Y'all all acting like they didn't bring Professor X and all these people into the movie.
That's what helped the movie. That's what helped the movie, guys.
Let's be clear.
That's the reality that nobody ain't arguing.
That was the cheesiest shit too, man.
Well, come on, he had the X-Men.
They wheeled Patrick Stewart out like that. He looked like
all of that shit is
but Buck, they had the theme song.
Come
on, man.
He looked bad though. He looked like he was about to have a heart attack.
Bro, when they played the X-Men theme from the cartoon and he came out in the chair,
I started laughing.
Legit. In your movies.
And then the way that they made it look when he was using his mind powers, I was like, well, that's a little bit. It's better than they did at Fox.
But why did he look like he was about to shrink into that fucking chair thing? Like they made it so giant. He looked like this frail old man, and that shit was funny.
Let's be honest.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
I love Patrick
What
Stewart.
you wanted him to look like? He a frail man.
I mean, let's be honest.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Deadpool is gonna bring that same power. Like everybody gonna go see Deadpool because they want to see all the universes.
Oh yeah,
Fox and all.
Well, that's why Spider-Man did all that damn money, deuce, because they want to see how these Spider-Man was gonna interact here. Iron Mike said Doctor Strange 2 was good. Okay, the first one was really good. Dark Lord Fusion said that was fire when the X-Men theme came out. Facts, Dark Lord Fusion. When I heard the X-Men cartoon theme and Buddy had the chair, I was like, all right, here we go. But then they fucking killed them all in 5 seconds.
Yeah. I ain't like that.
Yeah, I'm like,
isn't Deadpool like an X-Men universe though, right?
Yeah.
He's
a mutant. He's like a mutant. Like he's categorized with.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because I know he could go battle with X-Force, another X team. Yeah,
with those guys. Levon.
All right, Disney plans for Jonathan Majors. Pretty much, he's gonna be in movies such as the Kang Dynasty and Avengers: Secret Wars. But who knows? Maybe that could change. These movies are coming out until 3 to 4 years from now. So,
not to mention there's a writer's strike, so God only knows.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
they're about to end right soon, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that has to end when they show me the money. You got to give the money.
I mean, I think they're getting close to an agreement, though.
Well, here's when it gets close. The minute that these streaming services start running out of content, that's when the guys send a letter and say, "Hey, listen, you want to come back to work? We'll give you your benefits and this and that." See, the funny thing is, this whole writer's strike can definitely have an impact on one of our favorite hobbies of gaming. What happens when you unionize with these gaming dudes and they be like, "Hey, you know what? Let's strike." And then
it's absolutely going to, I believe.
Yeah, bro, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. They go hand in hand. Listen, man, everybody going to start having unions. Next thing you know, remember, Uber drivers and Lyft drivers going to have unions.
They kind of already do, bro.
They're bringing Doom Patrol back?
They already brought that back. That's been up for
season 4. Hell yeah, bro. Listen, that is a consistently good series. Listen.
Yeah, I tried to recommend that to all DC fans. I tried to recommend Swamp Thing to DC fans.
Yo, Swamp Thing is fire.
I can't believe they canceled it. I can't believe they canceled.
That was a good fucking show.
You know what else I can't believe?
No, I heard it was budget. I heard it was the budget. Ricky, why?
It was the taxes in Georgia.
No, North Carolina. North Carolina.
Oh yeah.
One of those states with one horse, but you know it's damn red states always do this. But anyway, you know that was a good series. So was the series that Jonathan Majors was on in HBO. What's the name when he was his grandfather was like a white dude or whatever, and it was trying to get answers and these monsters and all of that stuff.
Yeah,
that was a good ass series, and then they canceled that. I'm like, damn, like, bro, some of the good series they pull the plug on. I mean, listen, sometimes series can be bought back 2 or 3, like Family Guy. That shit got canceled.
You're talking about Lovecraft.
Times. Yeah, Lovecraft.
Lovecraft
Yes,
Country. Yeah.
Yes, that was a good series, bro. I love Sundays. Like, yeah, man, Lovecraft coming because, like, man, HBO, they done did it again. Yeah, but now we got Last of Us. So listen, HBO, listen.
They take chances, so you gotta admit.
Watchmen was fire too.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, the content's out. Listen, I need y'all to sign up for Max, and I'm not capping for Max, but Max has a lot of good shows from Lovecraft to Harley Quinn. Like, they got some good stuff out there.
I already got Max, though.
They got some good shows. Yeah, Lovecraft, yeah. Bro.
That ain't nothing new though, but HBO always had the top tier, in my opinion, like TV show series, whatever you want to call it. Look, iconic TV series that was on a premium.
Like First and 10, like First and 10, do it again, and Arliss.
Say it again.
First and 10.
No,
you don't remember that
show? Loki was saying.
No, I said they're going through cuts right now. Like they're cutting a lot of.
Yeah, but they still got a lot of top. They still got some top shows and stuff, or like some shows.
No, I'm saying
inside
the
future, the NFL.
The future, like they cut in. They just cut the Lakers show.
Yeah,
they programming like
cancel
because of the strike
Showtime
and shit. Like a lot of shit is getting.
But Loki's 100% right. But I think that any show that's good, I think there is a chance for it to come back after the strike is over. You can see something come back from the dead. Again, it depends. Like if you have, here's how you find out.
Man, I love Titans, man. I wish they would bring Titans back. I love that show.
You got. It's gonna be a reshuffling of like part of like DC's centric shows. You know, we got the Atlantis that's in a pipeline. You got Paradise Lost, which is based on Wonder Woman. That's coming. So you already see Peacemaker. You got Amanda Waller, right? So yeah, so you still got shows like coming on HBO, not just DC, but other stuff.
Right, but I mean, after the first season, they're gonna have content because they haven't been recording anything.
Nope, haven't been recording, bro.
Those shows ain't gonna have futures.
So do we like? What are we at, Loki? Like 3 months of striking right now? 3-4 months?
I feel like it's been.
I'm telling you,
probably about 4 months.
I expect like a agreement that come through within 2 weeks. So that's my word on that.
Parker got the inside scoop.
So the writer strike's been going on for 153 days.
He's got a SAG card.
Yes.
That's a long time.
But they've been making progress, so it should come to some type of tentative agreement like in 2 weeks.
Wait, what are you in the boardroom when this shit's going on?
2 weeks. This man sound like
Parker sound like he got an inside scoop about this stuff here.
I mean,
the nigga do tell. Like, bro,
I know somebody's on strike. I don't know. I could get a scoop on it.
But to close out this topic, Jonathan Majors, I'm glad that he's still in MCU. I mean, nobody should lose their job because somebody said something. You got to have proof. I mean, listen, I don't know if he did what he did, but if you don't have the proof, then you can't fire people for stuff like that. So I'm glad that he's still
Rick, you know what happened, Rick?
What's that?
You know what happened? They couldn't fire him instantly because they regretted firing James Gunn when that shit happened because they had to rehire him. So
Johnny Depp too. Remember that? Exactly. No, they didn't want to feel that backlash of the Johnny Depp thing, so they wanted to sit and wait because Disney jumped the gun on the whole Johnny Depp thing. They jumped the gun with him with the whole Amber Heard.
That was a crazy ass story,
bro. That is crazy. Girl is taking a shit on a bed. Like, whoa, what are we doing here, bro? Yo, that is crazy. So now Disney is trying to kind of romance Johnny Depp and to get a cameo into the new Pirates of the Caribbean because now they're talking about because now all this did was make him more popular. That whole Amber Heard trial, it made him more popular because the cologne, which is a good cologne, which I wear, what is it called? Sauvage or whatever the hell it is. That's a good smelling cologne.
The Viper Room cologne.
That is good. The one that Johnny Depp endorsed. They're the only people that really didn't drop him. And that's why he was like, and then they started running the ads again saying, hey, we've been with Johnny from day one. When she was shitting on the bed and stuff. Like we were with him from day one. Like, and they never left him. And good for them. They stayed with him. And then all of a sudden, if you went to Disney World, I did this past summer, his voice and likeliness is back in the park on those rides and shit. So
I enjoyed him as both versions of Kang. I'm looking forward to see what he could do in the Loki series and beyond. So I enjoyed his first two things. I want to see how
he'll be back for Loki season 2. So listen, he's supposed to be the next Thanos as far as the big villain in this in this next phase. Well, not phase. I mean, I say phase, but Thanos was the whole first 3 phases were all about Thanos. Now, I don't think this brother's gonna get 3 phases. He ain't gonna get 3. He's lucky to get 1.
No,
but he's hanging out by a thread anyway. So I don't know where they go from here with that, but I am interested into seeing, what his character is going to, develop into. How I mean, because showing him in the Ant-Man movie, that didn't really move me too much. I'm like,
no, I enjoyed him. I enjoyed him in Ant-Man. I enjoyed his version of Kang in Ant-Man, and I enjoyed He Who Remains Kang. So I enjoyed both versions.
All right, so last topic, which is DC's new Batman and Robin series, is finally giving Damian Wayne the growth he needs. And I want to apologize to you guys with the technical difficulties and all that stuff. But anyways, Damian Wayne, despite his divisive nature, is growing and evolving as a character as seen in Batman and Robin issue 1 through Damian's relationship with Bruce and other members of the Bat family. He has overcome his initial struggles and developed as a hero. Damian's newfound creative side and secret fan fiction showcases growth and ability to stand apart from his Robin predecessor. All right, that's it.
I think that's a good thing. I think Damian Wayne can have an impact in the DC comics or the DC universe as big as Harley Quinn has. A lot of times, Damian Wayne was like, he got first noticed, I think it had to be like in 2015, I think it was, where they came out with the Batman and Robin animated movie. And that's where he kind of hit like the mainstream when they started out that whole new DC universe that Bruce Timm produced. This was like his first.
When it was kind of like a New 52 thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. Yes. That was a good movie too.
Yeah, it was, and then the second one was good, Batman versus Robin, where because I like how him and Nightwing would go at it all the time. He was like, "I'm the Blood Son."
See, and this is my defense for why the movies could work. I don't agree with these people that are like, "Oh, everything's got to be in order, like chronological order. Like you can't go straight to Damian Wayne." But remember in that movie, like it starts out, he's getting dropped off like it's like he's
like 13.
like his kid, like he doesn't know he's just dropped off at the beginning of the movie, and you're just like kind of thrust into the story that way. And I think the DC movies can work that way. You don't need everything doesn't need backstory.
Now I think the problem if you just introduce Damian Wayne, it screws up the universe timeline because. If he is Damian Wayne, is who he is, being trained by his grandfather, Batman's probably in his 40s by then. Nightwing's already in Bloodhaven, Batgirl's already paralyzed. Like, so much shit has happened. If you go, to Damian Wayne, maybe that's why they don't want to do it because there's so much to miss. Because then now there's a Red Robin, there's a Robin, and then there's a Nightwing. I mean, a Batwing. They had a dude called Batwing.
Yeah, not necessarily because see, you're that's like a parallel universe, like. Just because this Damian is here doesn't mean Tim Drake exists necessarily.
I feel like they missed out. You got one of the best. Well, you could make that one of the best movies ever by calling it The Son of Batman and show him getting raised up by Ra's al Ghul first and then making it to Batman. Do you know how good that'll probably do in it? Because he a killer before he get to Batman. He a straight killer.
Facts. He is. He is. He's straight up.
I want to say this. I dropped another topic, maybe, but you could do that.
Yeah.
But I just feel like they missing out so much on skipping that. Show him becoming who he is before he get to Batman, because it'll make more sense. And man, just show his killer side, because that's what they missing over there in DC. Everybody soft. Aquaman soft. Well, Batman not soft. But he don't kill
Well,
nobody.
Aquaman don't play a soft character in the movie.
Just saying he's soft. I'm just saying he's soft. He's still soft.
Yeah, if you're doing something episodic, that makes sense. You know, comic books are chronological; they're episodic. Yeah. But in a script for a movie, you don't necessarily have to have all those parts. You can do things in flashbacks. You could jump around. You know, it's a fucking 2-hour movie. You got a lot of room to play with. There's time compression, so it's got to be a good script. That's it.
I think that's where these Max series can come in hand, where they can take the whole. You don't have to make a movie out of it. You can, like you just said, you can have some episodic. It's a series, something that everybody get into, where you don't have to. Now, here's the problem when you're doing those things episodic that way. Like for those that watch Arrow and Flash, like it's hard to see the crossovers if you don't watch them in chronological order. You'd be like, oh man, so if you watch all the Arrow and then you go watch all the Flash, you're like, oh, you got to put it back together after 20-something episodes if you don't watch them, you know, season 1 to season 1. You know what I'm saying? Like 1 to 1. Like sometimes it can confuse the living hell out of you if you didn't do it that way. So Parker's got some inside info here. He's
it's one topic. That gotta be it. We got like 8 minutes left, so
yeah, we got 8
minutes
left. So Parker has this. Parker was in a board meeting here when they was meeting about this strike, and it says the WGA strike deal could be reached as early as today between Hollywood studios and the Writers Guild of America.
I give it 2 weeks. Shit. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying though. But I was saying before they was making progress though. So like, because they don't want the strike. You know, these like fall season is upon us.
It's
right?
big. Fall is usually the renewal of the season.
It's like all the big shows happen around the fall time. So so that's what I'm saying. Within 2 weeks, I think they can get it hashed out. That's what I'm saying. That though. Look at this is the when all the big time shows in the fall season usually comes about, right? So So that's what I'm saying. That
good call, Parker. Good call. All right, look at that. Parker's trying to steal Levon Shine here. Look at that.
I don't want to steal it. I mean, I love no like part of this though. Like,
I don't mind this actually. I really don't.
Okay.
So again, the Cowboys are down 21-10 at halftime by the sorry ass Cardinals.
Man, nobody don't need no update on no Cowboys game, bro.
Yeah, we do. I have Cowboy fans listening to the show, and we down bad.
Look how sad he sound, Loki.
Cowboys and cowgirls.
Oh my God, Buck.
I think it's affecting his commentary. He angry today.
I am angry.
That's so hopefully this gets resolved. Soon. Like hopefully.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope, Parker.
I want to see that. The reason why I want to see the boys. New season. I want to see what's that that guy with the mask? He got the crap beat up by Invincible, right?
Yeah.
I want to see that. You feel me?
Invincible's supposed to drop. Invincible's supposed to drop the end of the year. I heard. But I agree with Parker as far as the boys. The boys were supposed to release in July, but they're not releasing it now because of the strike. So.
But I'm looking forward to the spinoff show. Right?
Aren't they done filming the boys?
Yeah,
they done.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Yeah, but hopefully it wraps up. Whatever though.
But yeah, that's pretty much all the topics, Rick. Pretty much everything.
Well, listen, good show. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Shout out to Buck coming through on a panel. Badman, Loki.
Sorry about the technical issues, yo.
You ain't got to apologize, brother. Shout out to Levon. Shout out to Parker, even though he was late. Shout out to Ty That Man. Shout out to Deuce. Shout out to Brierios, who was always the first dude to come through the chat. Shout out to Dark Lord Fusion, Willie Styles, and shout out to Ozzy. Shout out to I'm Technically Tim, Iron Mike, Island J, which is Pastor Joe. Maurice the X-Bot, he was here too. Christopher Hart was here. The real Trubisky, he was here. We said Dark Lord Fusion, Buck that. You got everybody shut up. If I missed you, I apologize. Thank y'all for coming through. We're gonna make the Watchtower a success. We appreciate the knowledge of Buck and Parker because that'll walk us through these comic book topics for those that get a little, because it's a lot to go over. And shout out to Badman for staying up late for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you everybody back on Wednesday for the save point.
Yes, save point.
The save point. And I want to get a little more into detail into that so-called incorrect graph about Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo's profit.
Only thing I'm going to say is this, though. Only thing I want to say about this, it didn't give us like a definite number of profits as well as the numbers was. And they came on another chart though, Tweaktown though, but it didn't show about the profits though. It was just like the revenue of those companies and stuff.
I mean,
yeah,
whatever.
So
never mind.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, like the revenue's fine, but we want the profit numbers also though, right? That's what I'm. That's how you gonna tell how. No, that's how you can tell how well the company's actually doing by the profit. You could generate revenue on a lot of stuff, but like the end game is what is your net profit, all of that. What you actually take home after all of that. When Tim and Zim and whoever got paid their money, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, but that's the only thing that was like really missing from. That's what I wanted, like a finale on that.
Yeah, that's not information that he got.
Yes, shout out to Iron Mike. Yes, on Wednesday we're gonna talk about that. They're saying that Bethesda has licensed out a Disney app, and it's not Indiana Jones. It's something else.
I hope not.
It's probably Goofy.
Hater.
Let me tell y'all this right now. That's going to be a topic. That'll be a topic. Yeah.
I mean, I pray though it's probably going to be. It's probably could be like another Star Wars game. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, Star Wars is trying to do anything they can to make that relevant again because Star Wars been struggling. Only thing in Star Wars that's not struggling is the toys. The toys are doing just fine.
I tell you what thing that make that game fire? If it was a Mandalorian game, that could be crazy.
Well, I thought that was a rumor. Maybe that's the real thing.
Or even Ahsoka. Yeah, that'd be good too, though. As Ricky Brown said, Bethesda make great RPGs, right?
Yeah, they do. They make the best in the business. Name me a developer.
And open world,
matter of fact, I tell you what, if Bethesda don't have Obsidian and Bethesda make the best RPGs. I mean, I don't even think that's up for debate here. If you want to debate that, then you're probably fanboying. I mean, they make the best ones. I mean, that's just what it is.
I don't know.
Well, hey, listen, you find me one better. So anyway,
no, I'm just saying when you say when somebody's definitively the best, and then you said if anybody has anything to say, you're probably fanboying. Yeah, so pretty much they don't agree with you. If they don't agree with you,
well, I'm giving you two choices. I mean, I'm not telling you that this one is the best. That those are two of the best.
It's one choice or
no. You're gonna if you don't either. I don't know. It's either one. It's either out of Bethesda or Obsidian.
I mean, but what about BioWare though? What do you think about BioWare?
Well, I would say BioWare again. Shout out to them for the Baldur's Gate, the first Baldur's Gate. But the problem with BioWare is those aren't the same guys anymore. Like all those the BioWare team has been pulled apart. I would definitely say BioWare, but it's pulled apart.
I think that was any team. A lot of guys are.
Some of the BioWare team went over to Obsidian.
So I'm saying, so like, if you look at it, some of those guys, the original guys that said it might have left. I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. People move from different companies all the time. We really look at it.
Yeah.
We don't have the same Naughty Dog guys over there, right? As long as you got the core guy, but like a lot of the guys left though,
and that's why it's gonna be big to see what happens with this new GTA. Is because this is gonna be the one without the big boys over there.
It's gonna be a service game, basically. They will continue in that mode.
But again, that's a preview for Wednesday, folks. We will see you guys.
So there's some more Switch 2 rumors too.
Oh,
but anyways, see y'all later. Peace.
All right. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. If the Cowboys lose,